Right now, paying your partner to keep house. Rowing over who does the chores is a major source of grief, with 1 in 5 of us even contemplating ditching our lazy, good-for-nothing partners. Could the solution lie in your purse or wallet? Now, we know of this couple where both work, and they're in really good jobs too, it has to be said, and after much wrangling, they have struck a deal on housework. She does everything, bar the cooking, all the laundry, the vacuuming and the dusting, for the princely sum of £70 a month. And if any of you think that's good value, £70 a month is £2.30 a day. That's less than half 1 hour's work on the minimum wage, but £2.30 more than the unemployed are going to get when they start to have to work on projects for our government. Anyway, I know of professional cleaners as well who trouser £10 an hour. And yet this woman, OK, is happy to take the cash because she uses it for selfish treats. Pampering sessions at a local spa, that's her vice. And Screechy Woman says you don't get much for that, but that's Screechy Woman. Her fella can't object to these spa treatments because he knows he's got a good deal on the housework, and the rest of the money goes into the mortgage and living expenses, food and so on. Now, there are other things you could do. The American author J.D. Roth has a different approach. He trades with his wife in exchange for domestic chores. She does the laundry, he pays for her petrol. Isn't that just about the sickest thing you've ever heard?
Totally sick.
And if she doesn't do his chores, I presume she can't get anywhere. And that is a form of slavery. Now, according to Canadian psychologists, the best approach is to share the chores. Couples who split the housework 50-50 are the happiest and most fulfilled. But what is happiness compared to hard cash, Liz?
I'm appalled by it, to be quite honest. I really am. If my boyfriend turned around to me and said, I tell you what, I've got, I need a few shirts ironing for work, etc., etc. I'll give you a few bob for doing it. He would have the necks round his... have the shirts round his neck.
Would you ask him to do the same? Wash your knickers?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely.
So how does it work?
I would expect us to be... To just do it. If there are dishes in the sink and I'm out and he's there, why wouldn't he just do them? I mean, believe me, I am not the most domesticated person. Really. I hate housework.
Shocked.
I know. But I hate it, but it has to be done. It has to be done,
but rather than row, this is a compromise of sorts, Nick, isn't it? I mean, she is happy. I mean, I can't believe she takes £70.
For a start,
you can afford to pay more.
This relationship is already... You might as well flush it down the toilet straight away because they have separate bank accounts. If you're working on separate bank accounts when you are a married couple, you have major problems. If
Notice
the money
only the women applauding there, yeah.
If the money that comes into the house isn't for both of you, then how does it work? This goes back to the thing where years ago a friend of mine actually said, I can't understand why she's upset. I put the money, I gave her a couple of thousand to go out and buy herself something at the weekend for her birthday. You gave her, and what does she do? What does she do in the relationship? She looks after the children. You go out to work, so therefore the money is yours. No, it's not. Yeah. You're a partnership. The money in the house is what comes into the house.
Yeah, but the trouble is, then you give them money and they go straight down to the spa. That's the problem.
You don't get silly arguments about this kind of thing.
Other supermarkets are available.
No, you don't pay people to babysit in a relationship. You don't pay people to do the washing up in a relationship. You don't pay each other different amounts of money. You just get on with it and do stuff together.
It puts a terrible one-upmanship because if he's paying her to do that, you could do that kind of. Not doing it correctly. Yeah. But I think people are missing a trick. I've got children.
Pay them to do it?
No, don't pay them. You feed them, you clothe them. They work for you. That's the deal. Well, you do give them pocket money, and I think you do give kids chores, and as soon as they're old enough to walk upright, then they should be, vacuum cleaner in hand.
All of a sudden, a reason to breed.
I think it's doomed. I think, as Nick said, it's doomed. It's a terrifying thing.
He's right. Steve's eldest is coming around to do my chimneys next week.
I'm being told.
He's only that big. Yeah.
Screechy Woman tells me this couple that we're referring to, they've just got engaged. So it's working for them.
Oh, God.
Get over it. 1 in 2 marriages ends in tears. They haven't even got married yet. There's plenty of time to break up. Let's go to the phones.
We have Carol first on line 2.
Carol, good morning.
Hi.
How much would I have to pay you to do all the chores?
See, I have 6 children and I work full-time.
Make room for the rest of us.
And as I was running out the door today, my 2-year-old to put into nursery, I get a call from the senior school telling me my 14-year-old son is sick. Now, I've had to call in work sick. Call in and tell them that my son's sick and I need to stay home.
Yeah.
So in that, me not just going to work, I've now became a chauffeur, a nurse, a nanny, a childminder, and a cleaner. So, I think I should, if I have to take time off work and miss that day's pay, then my partner should have to pay me to stay home.
Carol, hang on. 6 kids and you go to work.
Yeah.
So when you come home, you have 6 kids and a partner to feed. Do you do all the cooking?
I do all, yeah. I do
and all the cleaning?
The children get pocket money, the elder kids. And as they were saying before, if there's dishes in the sink, yes, I expect them to be done.
Right.
And I'm also the current Mrs. Great Britain too. So I run events up and down the country. So the worst thing ever is if I come home from work and it's been really, really late and I get in and...
Hang on. What does your partner do? I mean, does he come home and do any of the cooking?
He's a senior accountant for a major sport and retailer.
OK.
I was just going to say...
But does he do any work, though? I mean, at home?
Yeah, if he comes in and he knows that I'm tired after I've just cooked off...
That's big of him.
Because I try and sit down, you know, and eat at meal time so I can say to the children, how's your day been? What's going on? But then I have to say to somebody in the house, who fancies doing the dishes? Or, you know, I feel like I'm running an army camp. Have you made your beds? Have you rubbed your kids?
You didn't have to have 6 kids, though, did you, Carol? Hey? Could have stopped at 2.
If you're Miss Great Britain, then you must be gorgeous enough to get a different fella, because he needs to help you.
But it's fascinating that the guy comes home and it's still the mothers that do all the work, all the time. Carol, thank you. Let's have one more.
OK, on line 1 we have Debbie.
Who is it? Debbie. Debbie, good morning.
Oh, good morning. Thanks for listening to me.
Oh, we haven't listened to you yet.
I'm just sat in a chair laughing my head off.
So, do you get paid
Can you hear me all right?
Go on, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, basically, I'm a bit shocked at this. I've never heard of anything like this in my life. To me, a marriage is a partnership and you're meant to share. If I had £5 left in my purse, that would go to the kids, me, and, I don't know, bar chocolate for my hubby because he's working hard. I know it sounds a bit, maybe extreme, and a lot of people don't agree with this, but I've been brought up to love my husband and to share everything. And he's not bothered if he puts some dirty undies in the washing machine and turns it on. What's the point, you know? We both work. I've got a child with autism and special needs who nearly died as a baby. I've been married 13 years. We've been together 16, and I'm extremely proud about that.
Well, what I'm worried
and
about...
I look at my wedding ring, and I just think to myself, I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Seriously.
But I do worry, though, that men don't necessarily pull their weight.
Yeah, they do get kicked into order. I've got a whistle. I don't always use it. I just have to...
Like a dog, yeah?
Do you know what, that relationship was sounding so ideal. It sounded like the ideal relationship right up until you told us that you used a whistle.
No, I want a telephone number. I'm going to take tips at the end of the show. I'm ringing you up.
Oh, I'd love it. So just as you said, Nick, you can write along. It said 13 years married. I was going to say unlucky, but that wasn't even worth it. And then you turned out she whistles for her husband. Fantastic. Now, we're going to wrap that one up now because I want to move on to, I think, which will be the most intriguing phone call of all. And that is, if any of you are sickened by the sight of grown women lusting after 16-year-old Justin Bieber, don't try and tell me it's just a bit of fun. It is disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. Am I right, or am I right? 0207 one RIGHT, the other WRIGHT. 0207 173 5555 is the number you need. Dial it. We'll talk after these.